Welcome back to PowerRide, the only channel where we don't just review cars, we uncover them. And today, what we have in front of us isn't just another electric SUV. This is a machine that's redefining not only Tesla's lineup but the very idea of family performance electric mobility. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the *** 2026 Tesla Model Y, and what I'm about to show you may shock even Tesla fans. Now, if you think you've seen the Model Y before and it's nothing new, think again. Because this isn't just a facelift. Tesla didn't just give it a new bumper and call it a day. No, the 2026 Model Y is whispering revolution behind that familiar shape. At first glance, sure, it still has the signature coupe SUV silhouette, the frameless windows, and that slick aerodynamic body. But underneath that minimalist exterior, it's a whole new beast. Let's start with the performance, because here's where Tesla throws the punch no one saw coming. The 2026 Model Y comes in two major variants, the long range and the performance. But the big shock, Tesla has introduced a secret third option. A new, track-enhanced AWD version that's so fast it leaves even the current performance Model Y in the dust. Tesla didn't make a big announcement, but this version is already stirring up the EV scene with ** 0 to 60 in just 2.9 seconds. Yes, that's not a typo. An SUV doing 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. That's supercar territory, but for your daily school run. And what about range? That's the golden question for any EV buyer. Well, here's another twist. Despite the improved acceleration, the new battery architecture allows the 2026 Model Y long range to go up to ** 390 miles on a single charge. That's a 10% jump from last year, made possible by Tesla's 4,680 battery cells and some wild software optimizations running quietly in the background. And if you're wondering if that range drops under full performance mode. Of course. But with Tesla's supercharger network now expanded even further, that's hardly a concern. Now here's a twist you didn't expect. For the first time in Model Y history, Tesla is offering a rear-wheel steering system in the track-enhanced version. Why? Because they want this SUV to behave like a sports coupe around corners. It's strange. It's unexpected. But it works. Tight city turns. Easier. High-speed lane changes. Sharper. It's subtle, but when you feel it, it's addictive. Before we get into the full driving experience, let me take you briefly inside. And I mean briefly, because in true Tesla fashion, the cabin still looks like it was designed by a monk. The 15-inch center screen is back, but this time, it's got a sharper 8K resolution, better response time, and more split-screen functionality. The steering wheel, still yoke style in the performance and track-enhanced versions. Still controversial. But love it or hate it, it gives you full view of the new customizable driver display. That's right, Tesla finally gave the Model Y a small digital cluster behind the wheel in higher trims. It's minimalism with a touch of practicality. The seats are more sculpted, the sound system has more bass, and the rear passengers now get their own small screen with streaming support. That's about it, clean, efficient, and focused on the experience. But let's talk about driving it. This is where the 2026 Model Y no longer feels like the older versions. It's tighter, more agile, and the new suspension tuning gives it real confidence on twisty roads. Tesla added dynamic dampers, meaning the car constantly adapts to how you're driving. City driving is smoother. Highway stability is better. And if you're brave enough to take it on a track, well, let's just say it'll embarrass some real sports cars. Now here's the twist you've all been waiting for. The price. Because everything I've said so far sounds like it should come at a super premium. And while Tesla isn't exactly cheap, this part will catch you off guard. The starting price for the ** 2026 Tesla Model Y long range is only $49,990 in the US. The performance model, just above $56,000. And the track-enhanced AWD version I mentioned earlier, around $62,000 *. Now think about that for a second. You're getting an SUV faster than a Porsche Cayenne Turbo for a fraction of the price, and you don't even need to pay for gas. That's where Tesla wins. It's not about making the cheapest car. It's about making the smartest investment on wheels. One area that has really improved is the software. Yes, Tesla always had the best infotainment system in EVs, but the new operating system is buttery smooth. Voice controls now actually understand you. Autopilot has become more human-like in its reactions, and if you're in a country where full self-driving is legal, this car will do more than just keep you in a lane. It'll read traffic lights, navigate roundabouts, change lanes automatically, and even stop at stop signs on its own. In short, it's no longer a beta feature, it's almost a co-driver. Tesla also made huge improvements to sound insulation and vibration damping. The 2026 Model Y feels solid and quiet even at high speeds, something critics of older models had every right to complain about. But now, you can hold a conversation at 80 miles per hour without raising your voice. Storage space remains one of its biggest strengths. The front trunk, or frunk, still swallows a carry-on suitcase with ease, while the rear boot space is enough for an entire family's weekend trip. Fold down the rear seats and it becomes a small cargo van. Tesla knows its customers, and it shows. Let's not ignore the safety side of things. The 2026 Model Y is expected to retain its 5-star crash rating, but now with even better structural rigidity and newer radar systems in addition to cameras. Emergency braking is faster, pedestrian detection is more accurate, and the blind spot warning now includes a 3D visualization on screen. Here's something fun. Tesla added a drive personalizer mode where your car adjusts based on your mood. Want a chill ride? It'll soften everything: music, steering, even the color tone of the screen. Want something aggressive? It'll firm up the steering, tighten throttle response, and even change the cabin lighting. It's like the car knows what kind of day you're having. So, what are the drawbacks? Well, not everything is perfect. Build quality is still hit or miss on early production units. Some users have reported panel gaps and inconsistent paint in the first deliveries. And while the yoke steering wheel looks futuristic, it's still polarizing, especially when making U-turns or parking in tight spots. Also, while Tesla's service network is growing, in some areas it's still slower than it should be. And not everyone is comfortable with the heavy reliance on touchscreen controls for basic functions like wipers or glovebox access. But those flaws feel minor when compared to what this car gets right. The 2026 Tesla Model Y is no longer just a smart electric SUV. It's now a serious performance vehicle, a tech hub, a family car, a sports SUV, and above all, a statement. A statement that the electric future doesn't have to be boring, or slow, or outrageously expensive. And that's the real twist. The 2026 Model Y doesn't just check all the boxes, it creates new ones. It pushes expectations. It blurs categories. And it asks one bold question: why settle for one thing, when you can have everything? Thank you for watching this full review here on PowerEye. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the shocking upgrades of the 2026 Tesla Model Y, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next electric adventure. There's so much more coming your way, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's next. See you in the next ride.